Hey, welcome once again to my channel. I tell you today is a different day. Today I'm telling you today is sunny. The sun is scorching tremendously. I tell you at this time it's like my head is really boiling. My head is terribly boiling. I'm sweating all over. It's only that you cannot be able to see the sweat because my body at the same time absorbs the sweat that I'm draining, but I know how I'm feeling. Otherwise, thank you very much once again for joining me in this channel whereby we get to travel and see different places, different locations, different sceneries of how places are and how God has blessed us immensely and tremendously to have this beautiful day. Like you see here, what I represent is Africa, my country, my motherland. But at the same time, in as much as I represent Africa, my country, my motherland, to be specifically where I'm representing is Area 254. Yes, when I talk of 254, for those who are not familiar with these codes, in case you don't know, now you know. 254 is a code that represents Kenya. Kenya, where we have black, red, and green as the colors that represents our republic. And I am very happy that today God has blessed us immensely because Kenya is a beautiful place. It is a beautiful land filled with opportunities, and at the same time food is fun. And as you can see, this is part of the fun that I'm talking about. You can see the surrounding. Where I'm standing right now, this is a place that is very beautiful. What a spectacular view. You can see some rivers that are traveling here and there, all because of the place that we are living. And I believe the place that you come from also has these beautiful places. It's not Kenya only that you experience or we get to see these beautiful sceneries. Even the areas that you live in, I'm sure you have beautiful sceneries which you also have. But maybe, I don't know, maybe you have your reasons. You know, there are some people who don't prefer showing where they come from because I don't know, maybe they are afraid or they are ashamed of where they are coming from. Lakini mimi, I'm different from that person because I represent my area to the fullest. Whether the place is good or not good, that is the place that God gave me. And since God gave me that place, let me enjoy it as I move around and show you a beautiful place. Today, I won't wish to speak much because I have spoken a lot of late. So what I wish to leave you is some beautiful scenery, a beautiful views where you'll be able to see and the different environments that we have here in these extraterrestrial places. I don't know if you call them terrestrial, but I think I call them terrestrial because I think places where we experience aridity and some kind of desertification is a place that we refer to a dry place or terrestrial place. I'll remember that once I called my English teacher, or not my English teacher. My English teacher played a very important role, and so was my geography teacher who taught me these terms which I'm trying to name them here and there. And this road, most of you are very familiar with this road because it's not the first time that I've used this road. I've used this road a couple of times. So these scenes, I believe you're familiar with them. So I won't need to explain much because I'm sure you have heard of how this place is called. You have seen these places not for the first time, but maybe it's they are not, unless you are new in this channel. That's when you can say maybe this is your first time to see it. For those who are still new, also be there all the time. Subscribe to my channel, which it is down there. You'll be able to see it. Like, subscribe, tell a friend to tell that other friend, so that together we travel on this beautiful journey where we experience Africa and Kenya, to be precise, in full view. Thank you very much, and let's head on as you'll be able to see this place. This place, like I say, this place is called Utawala. Utawala is a constituency that is represented by one youthful member of parliament called Babu Owino. Babu Owino, as you've known him, is the youngest member of parliament we have so far. A very controversial, very bold, and a role model to our society, especially the Gen Z society, which all of you are familiar with. So we're not going to talk politics so much today, but it's good that you have known it. In case you have any question, like I said, you can go to the section on the comment section there, comment, and I don't know what is happening to these dogs. It is now so many times. These dogs have always been barking at me all the time. I don't know. I wonder what is the problem with them. And I don't owe them anything. I'm an innocent man who is taking something. Nyamazeni, cheni siasa. Okay, so like I said, it's good that you enjoy these places to the fullest, so that you see how God has blessed us immensely with this beautiful scenery. So let me keep quiet so that you'll be able to see it. The place that I also talk, we have a dog there that can explain more. Let me give it to it. Okay, sawa, explainia watu huku ni wapi. Okay, let me translate that to you. For those who don't speak dog language, or this is puppy language. Okay, what this dog is trying to say is that it is very happy that I've passed through this place. It is also very happy that the place that it is inhabiting is a place that is very beautiful, and it is also sad at the same time because the place is dry. That is what it is talking about, nothing much. So I've passed the message, so we continue. Now, these are the videos that I was showing you. You can see how spectacular this place is. And today I want to shift to these other places so that you'll be able to see some other sceneries which maybe you have not seen them. But today we can change angle a little bit because we cannot be focusing on one particular angle at all the time. Yet we have so many angles to watch this place with. So today, let's shift the angle and see the place, how the place is. You can see. This reminds me, there's an old man who happens to be my friend, and that person, if I judging by the age, I can comfortably call him my grandfather. And he told me that if you desire to be grateful only when all your problems are solved, it is just like advising birds to stop stinging until all their predators are dead. Come to think of it, you see, whenever we have predators, in equal measures, we also have prey. So predators usually feed on prey. So when I talk of predators here, you'll be able to get my point. So when this man was trying to tell me, he was telling me that I should not be sad all time because no situation is 100% hopeless. Are you getting it? Yes, no situation is 100% hopeless, because if birds decide to keep quiet because their predators are there, that will never happen. Why? Their predators will always be there. But whenever you visit any area, especially the jungle, you see the birds are the first one to chirp. Chirping of the birds, that's what I mean. C-H-I-R-P. Those are the sounds or the noises that are made by birds. I think my English teacher was right there. So he told me that you should not be sad all the time because no situation is 100% hopeless. And at the same time, he also told me that if you fail to thank God for what you have, at least you should also be thankful for what you don't have. Are you getting it? Let me repeat that again for those who have not heard it. This old man and also wise man told me that if you don't find anything to be grateful or to be thankful for, at least you should have one or two things to not to be thankful for. This is what I mean. There are so many things that you miss out in life. Those are accidents and misfortunes that you miss out on in life. So if you fail to maybe thank God for the breath of life, at least you should thank Him for failing to give you the calamities that many people experience. It's not because you are good or you deserve it. No, it's by the grace of the Most High God that you're seeing these things. It's like I'm preaching. I was not meaning to preach, but something just caught my attention. That's why I had to drive that point home. So we continue. It's also good to also listen to words of counsel. Hear what I mean by words of counsel is that it's also good to hear from people who have experience in life. Why? Because you learn a number of things here and there. It's also good to listen to a fool because he'll tell you something which might be of wisdom to you. It's also very good to listen to the young ones. Yes, I remember we were told of how we should humble ourselves like kids. That is because kids are very innocent. And their innocence is what is making them go places. Because a kid will not lie to you. He will tell you exactly how he feels you are. He will tell you what he thinks of you. Hypocrisy is not there. So hata kudanganya. But anyway, enough of preaching and let's enjoy the vicinity. Here I'm standing on at a very top area, as you can see. And this is a very blessed area indeed. You can have a bird's eye view of the place that I'm talking about. You can see down there that this place is very, very beautiful. Although I'm surrounded by a number of rocky and dirty waters, but today I'm not going to cover the dirty water so much, but rather I'll cover these abandoned places which we see here. This old man also once told me that an eye for an eye will always make the world blind, and no matter how justified we think our actions are. You see? Those are words of wisdom which I received from that old man. And he told me to always humble myself so that God will raise me. If I don't humble myself, God will not raise me. Instead, if I raise myself, God will lower me. Are you getting the point? He also told me that charity begins at home. Yes, you first of all preach in Jerusalem before you go to Samaria, Judea, and those other areas. So, if you are not good at your place, you don't expect people to be good at another person's place. You first of all make a heaven out of your place, so that when you go to that other places, the place will as well accept you rather than reject you. Are you getting? Are we together? Let's continue. I'll continue showering you with words of wisdom as we go along. The old man also told me that a stitch in time saves 9. All those are words of wisdom which I got from him. He told me that a stitch in time saves 9. But I asked him, why doesn't that stitch of time save 8 or 7? Think about it. So when I asked that question, he just looked at me and smiled and walked away. He told me, contemplate those words day and night so that you'll be able to get the deep meaning of what those words mean. A stitch in time saves 9. One day I remember he also told me that, you see, this old man always makes me happy because I remember there was a time he also told me that I should love my neighbor as well as my enemy. So he first of all told me, love your enemy as you love yourself. It was not very easy for me to contemplate those words because how could I love my enemy in equal proportion to how I love myself? But he told me this, son, you should all the time love your enemy for self-defense. Are you getting it? Because if you love your enemy, it will be very difficult for that enemy to attack you. In the same way, when you lack salt in your house, your enemy can come in handy and help you rescue the situation. Let's continue. Okay, I was not intending to talk much about that, but those words just came there and they reminded me of that old man. Today we are just enjoying scenery, spectacular views here and there. Yes, spectacular views here and there, like the ones you see over and beyond. When life gives you a lemon, make lemonade. That is another of the words that he told me. That means that whenever a situation proves to be difficult, make a better situation out of that difficult situation. We travel as we impart knowledge and words of wisdom. Wisdom is key, and so is knowledge. Good to be knowledgeable at all times, because even God despises the fool. Africa, Kenya to be precise, Utawala Embakasi East Constituency to be specific. That is where I'm standing right now as I pour these words of wisdom. Silence is also a very good thing. You see, silence is also a very good and beautiful thing. And silence is also an answer. You can decide to keep quiet and let nature take its course. And that is what I'm going to do right now. I've had my time, I've had my share time of talking. Now let me give nature time to also express itself. A moment of silence to the rivers that are now drying up. It has been a minute. Time to go.
Toa maisha unatuokoa, maji yake safi tunaishi.
Serikali imetufinya sana, hata mimi jana nimekuwa pandi hiyo.
Mizingira yetu
baadhi economy imekuwa mbaya sana.
Ni hazina kuu,
bado unasikia vile alikuwa na bonga anasema. Ati wao walikuwa madingo.
Ndio furaha yetu. Tuwaokoeni.
Haileti sana kwa hata kidogo.
Na miti pia.
Tozoea bana.
Ndio hai wetu.
Mimi hata miss coffee natoka hivi center.
Tusipoteze.
Niko kwa mtandao na record tuma vitu hapa nijaribu kupost. Unaona penye unga inaweza tokea.
Majani ya kijani yanapendeza sana.
Tunajaribu tunaweza hata sina njia yetu. Mungu atafungua njia.
Wanyama wakiwa huru ndio ndoto yetu. Tuwaokoeni mito, miti pia. Ndio uhai wetu, tusipoteze.
and you're qualified for a particular course or
Unitipi.
job that you're looking for, then who brought you? Place
Ndio uhai wetu, tusipoteze njia.
as we travel, we speak to individuals who are in difficult situations.
Ninyi watoto,
All of us were created in the full image and likeness of God. And everyone is free to express their opinion wherever they feel like expressing them, without fear of intimidation or harassment. That is what the Constitution of our lovely republic says. So that means whenever you are not happy with any situation, you should be very free to express yourself without fear of intimidation. He has just expressed himself, and that is how the young man feels. And I'm in support of him because we also faced with the same situation. There's a very beautiful place here. Look at that garden. By the rivers of not going to sing today. What you see is what we have. What you like is also what I like here. This is wonderful. This is beautiful. And at the same time, this is spectacular. The same old man, I remember, he also once told me that there is time for everything in this world. A time to be born, a time to grow, a time to mature, a time to marry, a time to get kids, and finally a time to die. Every situation has a reason, and everything comes at the right time. So you don't need to rush things so much. Rather, let God run things. In other words, or in other slang, we also say, Jaja run things. That means you should leave everything to God because He holds the destiny. He holds our future. He holds everything that we've always wanted. And God will always give you what your heart desires. There are 3 answers that involved here. Whenever you pray, you can be told to wait. You can be told yes. And you can be told no. All those 3 are valid answers which are totally applicable. So instead of complaining and whining, why don't you let God give you the answers to your prayers? Because He is more than able to provide to you. Inasmuch that we are faced with a difficult situation here and there, you should find no reason to complain at all because everything happens with a reason under the sun. Enough of preaching and let's continue because we have spectacular places to visit. So I'm trying to find a way to get out of this place so that we experience some other areas, and that's where we are heading to. Tusonge tukiendaka.
Ninyi watoto, kesho ni kwenu. Nitukikauka, giza litatanda. Toa maisha, unatuokoa, maji yake safi, tunaishi kwa neema.
For a better place to
Mazingira yetu ni hazina kuu, tukitunza ndiyo furaha yetu.
find myself.
Tuwaokoeni
Look at that rock structure. I see how
na miti
All natural.
pia,
all natural. Naturally,
ndiyo uhai
this
wetu.
rocky structure is very, very spectacular. If you can see, from all angles, the place is very, very beautiful. That is why you also told, it's very good to
Majani ya
travel alone.
kijani
Travel and experience what
yanapendeza sana,
nature has to offer.
wanyama
Because all these
wakiwa
places
huru, ndiyo ndoto
have
yetu.
naturally been created for us to experience.
Tuwaokoeni
Look at the rock structures around you.
mito,
You can see how beautiful they are.
miti pia,
Another one is quite beautiful.
ndiyo uhai wetu, tusipoteze.
You can look at it and see how beautiful it is. That is how we are. So fellas and my subscribers and those who are still new to this channel, I'd urge you to subscribe to my channel, tell a friend to tell that other friend so that you get to see the videos that I post on a every day, on a day-to-day basis based on the natural places that exist in these environs. Tell a friend, click on the notification bell there so that you get to know how the place is and also you have fun together with me. And if you have something to tell me, don't hesitate to go to the comment section, put your comment there and I'll be more than happy to sample them and give you feedback as they come. So before I wind up, I'd like to thank you so much for dedicating this time to watch this. And look out for more of videos of this nature because the journey still continues and places of interest still exist. It's only that time sometimes don't allow us. But time is something that we should also create at all times because if we fail to create it, no one else will create it for us. So thank you very much once again, and as I leave, I'd like to leave you some videos of this place, captions and natural sounds and sights for you to check them as we move along. Always stay true. Tell a friend to tell that other friend and hit the comment and notification button as well as subscribe for you to see videos of this nature. For me, it's a bye-bye for now and see you in the next video because we have still so many places to show you. Don't change that channel. Stick to it and tell that other friend to tell that other friend. Bye-bye for now.
Tuwaokoeni mito, gizani kwenu, mito ikikauka, giza litatanda.